Could Sheffield Wednesday be one of the dark horses this season in the Championship? We'll talk about them and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another team preview. This time we're taking a look at Sheffield Wednesday, boys and girls. We'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button and get you bang up to date with all things Championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here under one roof, boys and girls. So let's get cracking and take a little look at Sheffield Wednesday, boys and girls. But first and foremost, before we get into the thick of things, if you are a Sheffield Wednesday fan and you're available and you want to get yourselves on video, get in touch with me, whether it is right here on the old YouTube. You can stick your name in the old comment section down below and say, hey, I'm your supporter, choose me. Get in touch with me via that way, or you can hop over to Twitter, follow me at Roverseas over there, and let me know that you're interested. It's pretty simple stuff, folks. I'll steal 10 minutes of your time, answer a few questions about the game, what you expect, score prediction, your starting 11, if you could take any Rovers players to Sheffield Wednesday, who would you take, that sort of stuff. But obviously we would try to arrange a date closer to the games. I can't remember. We'll take a look when the games are planned for Sheffield Wednesday against Rovers in just a second. But before we get into it, we're going to take a little look at this, boys and girls. Where do Sheffield Wednesday play their games? They do take place right here at Hillsborough. Classic stadium out of English football with around about a whopping 39,752 fans can walk through the turnstiles at Sheffield Wednesday. And they are managed by one of the, I think, best managers in the Championship. It is Stevie Bruce, boys and girls, who are managing the Owls. They did finish 12th last season out of 24 clubs. They also got to the 4th round of the FA Cup, knocked out of the EFL Cup at the 2nd round. The top goal scorer last season was Stevie Fletcher with 11 goals. We'll take a look at the stats in a bit more detail in just a second. Their record against Rovers is pretty decent. Out of the 152 times they've played each other in all competitions and all grounds around the world or England. Sheffield Wednesday won 59 of them. Rovers winning 55. They have drawn each other 38 times. The last two matches ended in the same scorelines. 4-2 at Hillsborough, 4-2 at Ewood. Rovers and Sheffield Wednesday both picking up wins at their respective grounds. This season they'll lock horns for the first time at Ewood Park on the 2nd of November. So we'll be looking to try and get in touch with you 2 or 3, 4 days before that match. I don't know what day that is. If it's a Saturday, it probably, and I'll try and do it on a Wednesday or something. Well, but basically, if you're interested in becoming my supporter for that game and the next game at Hillsborough on the 18th of Jan, get in touch with me one way or the other, and we'll talk about it. Meanwhile, Who Scored have given this is what Who Scored believe was Sheffield Wednesday's Team of the Year last season. Westwood between the sticks, Iorfa at right back, Lees, Hector and Palmer, your flat back four, Reach, Hutchinson, Bannon and Boyd, four-man midfield with Lucas Chow, ex-Rover, and Fletcher up top. This is a 4-4-2 formation, played 12 times, and according to WhoScored.com, the Owls won using this formation 5 times, lost 4 times, drew 3 times. They used a few other formations as well. Obviously, a couple of they changed their managers midway through the season, so that would change a lot of the personnel and formation and styles of play as well. But when you've got Steve Bruce in charge, you're going to be in the thick of things, I suspect. He gets teams promoted. He also gets them very close. So Sheffield Wednesday, as long as they get their act together, they listen to him, they take on the information. I expect them to be top 10, top 8, maybe in playoffs as well. Goal scorers for Sheffield Wednesday last season. Fletcher got 11, Jow got 10, Reach got 8, Forestieri got 6, Mattis got 6 as well. As for the assists, Bannon got 11, Reach got 7, Fox got 3, Onoma got 3, and Lees got 2. Also, on this graphic right here, shows you the yellow cards. Bannon got a whopping 14 yellows last time out. Also shows the appearances with Reach and Lees top of the pops there, 42 appearances each. Meanwhile, the characteristics for Sheffield Wednesday last season, again, they did change managers, so their style of play probably fluctuated a little bit. Their strengths were create long shots, aerial duels as well. Their weaknesses, avoiding individual areas, defending against long shots, defending against skillful players. They did like to play down the middle, and they often used through balls, and they did rotate their lineup a little bit. Meanwhile, this is how they ended up. Obviously, their bitter rivals, Sheffield United, had a tremendous season, but Sheffield Wednesday finished 11th last time out, winning 2 of the last 6 games, right smack dab in the middle of the table. Not too bad indeed. 64 points scored. Meanwhile, their home form was a little bit worse, just 1 place down, 12th best home form within the league. But towards the back end of the season, they did win 3 of the last 6, so that's not too shabby indeed. Meanwhile, their away form, again, back on 11th spot. So, you know, home and away form, both pretty much the same. And again, they scored 26 points away from home. But really, their form, looking at this, is just 1 win out of 6 more recently. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, their overall form ending towards the season looks like this: 1-2, drew 2, lost 2, right smack dab in the middle in 12th spot. Their home form coming into the end of the season, they won 3 out of the last 6 home games, losing 2 as well. So they're sitting in 13th spot at home. Their away form is a little bit better, up into 6th spot there, just losing the 1. However, just winning 1 as well, drawing 4 along the way. Transfer business, no transfers coming in as it stands. They have lost a fair few players as well, including some experience in George Boyd, Gary Hooper, David Jones have all been released. Some other youngsters, fringe players as well in there, including Daniel Pudel. He's gone off to Mlada Boleslav. Meanwhile, Sheffield Wednesday will open up their campaign up against Reading at the Majeski on 3rd of August before taking on Barnsley at Hillsborough on the 10th of August. Sheffield Wednesday are in the Carabao Cup and they will take on Bury on the 30th, if Bury still exists at that point, because there's obviously a lot of chaos going on over there. 30th of August right there. Then they'll take on Millwall at the Den, 17th of August, before taking on Luton Town on the 20th of August back at Hillsborough, before wrapping up their 6-game streak up against North End at Deepdale on the 24th of August. The bookmakers, where do they see Sheffield Wednesday? Well, they see them sitting in around about mid-table, 10th as it stands. Obviously, still early days, a lot of transfer activity still to be decided. And as I said, they've not made many signings at all. But if you follow my transfer updates videos, which I try to do once a week, they've been linked with a few players. And I think they might even have a small transfer embargo, which might be limiting their transfer activity. But yes, it is all walking on eggshells at the moment for a lot of clubs. As of recording, I am recording this on the 8th of July. But a lot of clubs just dancing around at the moment. A lot of crazy fees being banded around. And there's also the domino effect of once one piece gets moved, then eventually all the other ones fall into place. And maybe Sheffield Wednesday are one of those. Anyway, this is just the bookies' opinion. My prediction for Sheffield Wednesday will be coming out live in a few days once I've done and dusted with these team previews. So maybe a week or so before the start of the season, I'll be in there with my predictions. But what do you think will happen for Sheffield Wednesday? Get your thoughts and opinions in the little comment section down below and tell me what you think. And once again, if you are a Sheffield Wednesday fan and you're on the lookout for doing something on your spare time for a couple of days, get in touch with me, whether it is on the chat section down below or whether it's over at Twitter at Rover Siege. You can follow me that way and DM me and say, hey, I'm the future Owls fan, get me involved, and I'll get in touch with you one way or another, folks. And that, my friends, is pretty much all I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day right here on the channel as we edge closer to the start of a brand new squeaky clean championship season. I'm looking forward to this. Looking forward to opening up the campaign. We take on Charlton. You guys got your own stuff to sort out. But again, where do you expect Sheffield Wednesday to finish? What do you expect for the season? Any crazy big name coming in? Give me your tidbits and exciting points of view in the comment section down below. And we'll do it all again tomorrow with another team. We're in the S's, so it's probably a Stoke or a Swansea or something like that. But until then, I'll see you all very soon. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.